Okay, we're going to just work on this one particular problem, number 35, and that'll be the video here. We're trying to find the limit of the composition of the arctangent function, arctangent of e to the x. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into pieces. I'm first going to look at the inside part, inside function e to the x, and find that limit. So what's the limit of e to the x as x goes to infinity? One way I think is not bad is to just pull out the old graph of e to the x. I don't have graph paper here, but just keep going ahead. So this is an exponential function, maybe say the exponential function, and it grows as x grows. As x grows, y grows. I mean, you could just put in a number for x, like 100. Either 100 is a huge number. If you're uncomfortable with e is between 2 and 3. E is around 2.7. But if you say put in 2 instead, 2 to the 100 power, very big. So I have the graph, I have other ways, but that limit is infinity. So this all goes to infinity. Then it's, on the other hand, I start playing around and looking at the graph for arctangent x. So here's y equals arctan x. I could explain this quite a bit, but instead I'll just say at this point, hey, let's memorize this graph. And it has some similarities to the tangent graph. The tangent graph has vertical asymptotes, x equals pi over 2, and vertical asymptote, x equals negative pi over 2. But the inverse flips x and y. And so we now have horizontal asymptotes for the arctangent graph. And I think the arctangent graph's a good one to memorize. And it's, if you have the graph sitting in front of you, this starts becoming easier, because what I'm saying here from the graph, by looking at the graph, is that the limit of arctan x as x goes to infinity is equal to what? Well, it's equal to the value of this horizontal asymptote, which is pi over 2. So if I have the graph sitting in front of me, then I can answer this question of what the limit is, because the limit is the vertical asymptote. And then coming back to, well, how I remember, the limit is the horizontal asymptote. And then if I come back to, well, how I remember the horizontal asymptote is pi over 2, well, that pi over 2 corresponds to the graph for y equals tan x and that vertical asymptote. Anyway, we have this graph. So go with the graph. As I go to the right, I get this limit. Now putting this together, I don't think it's necessary to show this step, but I can write that this is the limit of arctan. You could put a different letter like u, as u goes to infinity, and that's pi over 2. I don't think I need to write that. I'm just saying this guy gets really big. Whatever happens inside, I'm decided I call that u, but you don't have to write that. But this gets really big. Arctangent of a large number gets closer and closer to pi over 2. The limit is not just close to pi over 2, the limit equals pi over 2. So that's our answer, is the limit is pi over 2. That finishes this problem. And I sort of crept into the other problem. I don't want to do that too much. But this is our problem that I set out to solve. And I solved it. Let's put a little nice, neat box around it and say that we've finished it. And now I just need to upload it. Alrighty? Okay, so that's all. Thanks. Goodbye.